What's on My Face, where I tell you everything that's on my face in this week's episode of What's Up in Makeup. This video is typically housed on whatsupinmakeup.com. I put it out every single week on whatsupinmakeup.com as a thank you for visiting the website. So if you enjoy this episode, make sure in future weeks, if you're curious of what's on my face in a particular What's Up in Makeup episode, you can go straight to the website and find out product reviews on everything I used that week. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into what I used this week, and we're going to go ahead and start where I started, which was face primer. Now, the face primer that I used was actually the first face primer I ever tried. I had gotten this in an Ipsy bag back in 2012. I got it again in a Birchbox. I guess it was probably at least a year ago, but it's been sitting in the back of my drawer and I completely forgot about it. And I saw it today and I was like, oh my goodness, I forgot I even had this, because it like got shoved to the back. You know how that happens sometimes. It is a silicone-based primer. It kind of reminds me of the Smashbox primer. And one thing I realized today, because I hadn't used it in a while, is I put on way too much. This is the perfect amount for your entire face. And when you rub this all over your face, it just feels so silky and smooth. I do feel like it makes my makeup last all day, and it just feels really good. So if you like the primer from Smashbox, I definitely recommend trying this one out. It does have a little bit of a plasticky scent though, so just be aware of that. If you're sensitive to scents, you may not like this, but it's performance-wise, it's fantastic. Speaking of primer, today I used for my eye primer the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Priming Potion Anti-Aging. This does live up to the Urban Decay Primer Potion reputation. It is really wonderful. If you're looking for an anti-aging product, this actually does work if you use it religiously, if you use it every day. I have seen anti-aging effects. I have not used this religiously for a really long time, so the effects are gone. They're completely gone. But I definitely saw my lids getting more taut when I did use this, and it does make my eyeshadow stay on all day long. So if you're looking for the anti-aging effect on your lids, highly recommend this primer. The packaging is slightly different now than this one, but it's a really wonderful eye primer. For foundation today, I used this Yabi or Yabi foundation. I had gotten this in an Ipsy bag and then repurchased. Really like this. And it did unfortunately take 2 coats to build up to medium though. So if you like a lighter coverage foundation, you'll probably like this better than if you like a more full coverage foundation, because it is a little bit more work. This is in the shade Buff, by the way. But I do enjoy it. It just takes a little work to build up the coverage of it. For face powder this week, I used one of my favorite powders, which is the Besame Brightening Vanilla Powder Translucent. And this just feels luxurious to put it on. It just feels nice. It's a very finely milled powder. You can use the little poof if you like. I find that it slips off of my hand, so I don't typically use the poof. What I do, because it is a loose powder, is I'll tap it off into the cap. And the poof does give it a very nice feeling, and the poof feels really good. It's very nice. But using a fluffy brush as well leaves a really nice finish, and it smells like vanilla. Like if you think about the Too Faced chocolate products, it's like that, but vanilla scented. If you ever happen to run into this in a store, I definitely recommend just smelling it. And if you can get your hands on it to touch it and feel it on your skin, it just feels really good. Concealer this week, I tried out once again the Benefit Fake Up. I got a sample of this and I do like it. My sample's almost gone. This is really good for people that have dry under eyes. It has a moisturizing outside, and then the concealer is in the core. So as you put it on, you really feel that hydration going into your skin. So if you have dry under eyes, I definitely recommend trying this. It's very nice. Mine is in the shade Light. It's a perfect shade for me. I'm typically a light medium skin tone, so if you are very light, this may not be light enough for you. But if you are of a light medium skin tone, then the light will probably be very good for you. So definitely recommend this for dry under eyes. Anybody else, it probably won't work very well. You're not the target market, girlfriend, if you don't have dry under eyes. For eyebrows this week, I used a product that I've been meaning to review. This is the Smashbox Brow Tech Shaping Powder. This is relatively new. It comes out like an old style liquid eyeliner, and then the product is housed inside of here. One thing, if you are looking for Instagram brows and you like the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade and you want to try something different, I definitely recommend trying this. This gives the same kind of effect as like the Dip Brow Pomade. If you want it to be a little more subtle, a little more natural, you just have to be careful and just really put it on gently, because this is an intense product. And as you can hear, it's very loud. I don't really know what the purpose is of the little tiny ball in the cap, because there's no product up there. I think it's just maybe just for auditory happiness. I don't know. But the product overall is very nice. The lasting power is very good. And it's a powder, so you don't have to, you definitely are going to want to set it with some kind of gel or something if your eyebrows don't stay in place, because it definitely doesn't do anything like that. But it's a very opaque powder. This is in the shade dark brown, and it's a perfect shade for my hair color. For eyeshadow today, I've been hearing a little bit of comments, a little bit of whispers about how I always wear the same eye look all of the time. So we went a little crazy today, getting ready. I knew I was gonna have to balance out my color with some neutrals, because what I tend to do when I wanna wear some color is I'll pop a color all over my lid, or I'll pop a color up into the crease, or I'll pop a color on my lower lash line. I just pick one place to put that color, and everywhere else gets neutral mattes. Everywhere else gets neutral mattes. So the perfect thing for neutral mattes is the Urban Decay Naked Basics, or the Naked Basics 2 is a great like supplemental palette to give you some neutral mattes to blend with brighter colors. So what I did was I put Frisk in the crease. I'm trying not to have a reflection of the light. The Frisk up in the crease, I used, and then I used Primal to deepen up the outer corner, and then I used Undone to deepen it up even further. And then I used in my Galaxy Chic palette by BH Cosmetics. This is a wonderful palette. I think it's like $12 on the BH Cosmetics website. This is a wonderful, wonderful bright shadow palette. I used Comet here all over the lid. I used a little bit of Meteor toward the inner corner, and then I needed something else, so I just kind of gently dipped into my Lorac Mega Pro 2 and grabbed out this gunmetal shade here, which is very, very nice. So I used that just kind of in the inner corner to brighten it up, give it a little more complexity. So that was my eye look for today, to try to make it a little more fun than what I normally wear on a typical video. You know, a little bit green, you know. Just throw something else in there. Who cares if it's the middle of winter? Let's go for some green, girl. For eyeliner today, I used the Julep Fluid Eye Glider in Jet Black. And I really love pen eyeliners. I know some people do not like them. They are my absolute favorite formula of eyeliner. I personally feel like they are the easiest to use. They go on so smoothly if you get a good one. The Julep one has taken some breaking in, but it is really nice. It's very, very black. You can see the tip is very, very sharp and pointy, makes it very easy to make a nice wing. I feel like with pencils, there's just no way I can make a wing with a pencil. I just can't do it. It's not in my talents. I can't. But with a pen, I got that wing. Like, I totally got it. It gives me confidence in being able to do a wing when I have a pen liner. So definitely recommend the Julep one. Just know that it's going to be a little stiff when you get it, but the more you work with it, it'll kind of, you know, you'll break it in a little bit, and it'll be a little easier to use the more you use it. But it's a really nice liquid eyeliner. Moving on to mascara, I used my IT Cosmetics Hello Lashes. This is a really nice mascara. It's not my favorite mascara of all time, but it does give some nice length, some nice volume, but it's definitely not like a wow factor mascara for me, but it's good. It's good. It's got this little bally thing on there that's really nice for the lower lashes. I personally don't prefer mascara on my lower lashes. It's just not my thing. So I just use this on my upper lashes today, and it's nice. It's fine. One time though, I accidentally got a big clump of this in my eyeball, and my eyes like lit up like fire. It was horrible. I had to redo my whole eye look. It was horrible. So just be careful if you do get this. Whatever you do, do not get it in your eye. It's a really, really, really bad experience. So, and I've never had that experience with a mascara in my entire life. So yes, just be careful of that. It's not meant to go in the eye, but just be careful. That's all I'm saying. For contour today, I broke into another old favorite. This is the Smashbox contour palette, and these are the shades here. These are exact dupes for the e.l.f. contour palettes. Don't feel like you need to invest in this one, but if you do see this at Sephora, it is a really, really nice contour palette if you want to invest in a more expensive one. Honestly though, you can just go for the e.l.f. and get the exact same effect, but the pigmentation is wonderful on these products. Let me just kind of show you where we're going here. I don't even have anywhere to swatch because I had a lipstick fiasco I'm going to tell you about in a second. But just really nice, subtle colors. The contour shade is perfect. So perfect. The bronzer shade is very nice. The highlight shade is a matte highlight, so it's more for like under eye setting powder and just subtle highlights. It's not a pop-in highlight, but this contour powder gets some love. It's a really nice contour palette. But again, just get the e.l.f. It's an exact dupe. For blush today, I used a Tarte blush that I got in the holiday kit that I had gotten. This is in Embellish. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous blush. It looks matte, but it's got a tad bit of sparkle just built into it, and it's very, very nice. Just a nice in from the cold kind of flush color. Very, very pretty, very blendable, very buildable. Just really, really nice color if you could ever come upon Embellish. It's wonderful. For highlight today, I have a new highlight that I had never tried before. This is the first time I've used it. This is the Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Yes. And this is Mac Daddy. If you know him on YouTube, he's a makeup artist. This is his company, and this is straight up glitter. It is glitter, 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 glitter. There is nothing subtle about this highlight. This is a poppin' highlight. I don't know if you can, how much it's glowing on me. I feel like it's glowing pretty good. I'm looking in the monitor like, I think I'm glowing. Let me show you what it looks like over here. Just very, very, very sparkly. Just, woo, girlfriend. Like, this is like a night out kind of sparkle right there. Really, really bold. Really bold. But fun. Very fun. And I'm not afraid of a poppin' highlight. I love poppin' highlights. So for lips, I had a little fiasco with the lips. Because of the bright eye, I had trouble getting a lip that would look okay with this, and I'm still not 100% sure. I was getting ready on Periscope, as I always do, and they were really helping me a lot, trying to figure out what I was going to do. I started off with this Violet Voss, which is brand new. It's in Lust. It was too dark and too brown, like it was just too much. I'll just kind of put it right here. Just really brown, 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 just, it didn't look good. Not with the eyes, not with the eyes. So then my friend Nikki said, you know, top it with Solo from ColourPop. So that's what we did. This is Solo from ColourPop. And that made it really nice, but it was a little too pinky. So then we popped a little bit of Angelus from Ofra on top of that. Show you that. And that lightened it up just a little bit. And then to make it even more poppin', we added a little bit of Tarte's Park Avenue Princess. This is a lip gloss over top, and that just gave a little sparkle in the center. So that is the concoction. It's not even a lip combo. It's a lip concoction we made tonight. And I ended up really liking it. I'm so thankful for my friends on Periscope helping me out. We had so much fun tonight getting ready. It took me like an hour and a half to get ready, but we had a blast. Like the hair was a thing. I can't even go into the whole story, but if you're not following me on Periscope, like, you've got to follow me on Periscope because we just have so much fun. That is what I'm wearing on my face today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, definitely hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my future videos, and make sure you check out this video on whatsupinmakeup.com in future weeks. It is always there, right? It goes live the same time that What's Up in Makeup goes live, so if you're ever wondering what's on my face, you can pop over to whatsupinmakeup.com and find out, and hear reviews and everything. So, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. Mad love, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!